Hi guys, welcome to Jay Today. Please subscribe if you're not already. So there's been so much going on in the YouTube world with all these strikes that John Yates did, including striking 7 of my videos. I've not updated you so far. Basically, I put something on my Instagram. It took me so long to get the counterclaim to go through back against him. I had to give YouTube all my identification, proof of address, all stuff like that, because I hadn't yet verified my AdSense account. So I'm not actually making any money off YouTube yet because I've not bothered because I've been working a lot and been busy. So every time I sent something in, they'd send it back, an email back saying that they couldn't put the counterclaim through because they needed something else. Then they needed certain links to things. So anyway, it took me about 4 times to actually get the counterclaims to go through to him. So I now have counterclaims in on every single video that he struck. He has 10 to 14 days to start a legal process against me for copyright claim of his videos. The one video which I did think he might be able to claim was the one where I put the clip of him. Remember, it was in Cracola Motel, and he was like, he couldn't remember where he was, and he was like asking Cody, "Where are we? Where are we?" Anyway, I was going to argue fair use for that, but it turns out I didn't have to because it's somebody posted out on Reddit, and so now it actually belongs to Reddit, and John can't prove that that video was ever his in the first place. So whoever posted that on Reddit, thank you very much. Uh, that's kind of got me out of the stick on that video. So unless Reddit brings me to court for copyright of that video, then there's not really F all that John can do about it. So thank you to whoever that was. Anyway, to file a copyright lawsuit against me, um, I'll read this out. However, if an act of infringement occurs in a foreign country, then the infringement lawsuit must be brought in the courts of the foreign country and will be prosecuted under the terms of the foreign jurisdiction's copyright law, not under the United States Copyright Act. So if he wants to file a copyright lawsuit against me, he has to bring it to Ireland. So he's going to have to fly all the way over here, come and see me. We'll all be waiting for him at the airport. We'll bring you out for a nice pint, John, if you want. Me and my family, you know, how you're really wanting to meet up with us. Thanks for the offer of the sandwiches, by the way. I saw that you really over dramatized the emails, saying like the cats were in danger and Cody was in danger. All I did was ask how they are. I was never going to hurt the cats. Might just set the cats free into New Jersey. Then there'd be New Jersey's cats then, wild cats. Now we might take you up on the offer of the sandwiches. If you still want us to pop round, just let us know. If you don't want us to, we do like a nice ham and cheese sandwich. I'm just wondering, will Cody be feeding it to us like he does yourself, or will we have to eat it ourselves? So I'd like to know that before we pop round. Like I say, when you come to Ireland for the lawsuit, we'll all be there to greet you. Can't wait to meet you. If you need somewhere to stay, like I'm sure we've got an old caravan knocking around. I thought I'd also Google like the price of copyright lawsuits. Now this is just in America. If you were to bring a copyright lawsuit in America, it'd be 278,000. So that would be the cost of a copyright infringement lawsuit. So I'm kind of guessing that John doesn't have that. Kind of guessing that none of the hags have that. Well, they might do, but you know, would husbands be willing to give it to John? I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, we know I wouldn't have the money. That's why I get free legal aid. Like John told everyone that I live in poverty. This is where I live. It's a lovely little place. We all have to squeeze into this because we can't afford anything bigger. We couldn't afford to heat anything bigger either, you know. Actually, I do live in a flat, but it's not actually much bigger than that, to be fair. We live off beans on toast because we can't afford any other food. He likes me to mention the GoFundMe that he did every time where he actually forgotten what he was even raising money for. But anyway, he went on holiday with it. So actually, I've never done a GoFundMe myself because I don't need to, John. I'm not living in poverty. I can guarantee that my horse's harness costs more than both yours and Cody's car put together. Like over half the country here would probably qualify for free legal aid. So I'm not actually living in poverty, whatever he says. I wouldn't do a GoFundMe like he would, just to rip people off and go on holiday to Alaska. I know he says that's not where people go on holidays. I don't know, I don't really care, but he obviously did not use the GoFundMe money for what it was intended for. Now that night, along with mine, he struck a lot of other channels. He did that lady Sparkle's channel, who completely flipped, started to kiss his ass when you really didn't need to. All you had to do was file a counterclaim. She might not want him knowing her name or address. I did actually find out from YouTube that they don't give you your address. They only give him your name and your email address. So you could have just counterclaimed and got the 2 strikes taken off within 10 to 14 days. Like I say, I doubt he's going to file a copyright lawsuit against you either. But you didn't. You went in, you kissed his ass, you kissed Heidi's ass, and you just look stupid basically. And then you were telling me that I was stupid for sending that email and saying that people should be doing that. But then I saw your video yesterday where you're talking about sharpening your knives and talking about another certain 90-day person. Now I don't know if it was a threat or if you were talking about the S word. I abbreviate that because if I say the word then my video gets demonetized. So you were either threatening someone in that video or you were talking about the S word, which is really, really crap. A lot of people go through that in their lives and a lot of people are down, so you really shouldn't be making jokes about stuff like that. It's really not funny. So you thought you'd taken the moral high ground, but it turns out you're just as crazy as the rest of us. At least I own my crazy. And for someone that says she doesn't want drama, all your channel is just seems to be a drama at the moment. And you're on other drama channels constantly, so I don't know, I don't understand you. But good luck anyway. Now this one, my God, she's all over the place at the moment. Another hag wannabe. She was all in everyone's DM. She used to DM me constantly about John, and I used to either just reply with a smiley face or a like or just one word answer. Turns out she had another account, a John hate account, but now all of a sudden she's decided that she is John's best friend, a bit like that other one, Smelly Skelly. And now this one, Teresa, she did like this weird live from a back garden where she walked around telling everyone they needed to grow up, then threatening people, then telling them they needed to grow up, when she's been running a John hate account for God knows how long. So another one that I really don't understand, like obviously again, not owning you're crazy. Now she's posted something that she's taking down her page because she was speaking to John and he's advised her to do that. So if she's speaking to John, then he can't be in rehab like people think he is. But has she really spoken to him, or is she just like pretending that she's spoken to him? Does anyone know where John is? Is he on holiday? Is he sat at home? Have his attorneys told him just to shut up, to shut everything down? He's not been back on YouTube in a while. We need another mental breakdown video, John. We're all getting bored. We want a bit of drama in our lives. Did I mention the GoFundMe? So anyway, now Teresa and now Maud148 is apparently deleting all her stuff as well till all legal matters are resolved. So God only knows what's going on at the moment. Everyone's staying quiet. I kind of get a feeling the attorneys have told him to do that. I would hope that he was in rehab because we all see that he does need it. This is Bad Boy Bree's channel as well. John Yates and Siwi Moon got my channel taken down. Now I see why people don't like him. I spent 2 years working on that YouTube channel, posting stuff every day to lose it over them reporting stuff off of Instagram, which is supposed to be fair use. So we all saw that Siwa's channel's gone now as well. So she was striking people with John Yates. They were doing it strategically, which has been reported to YouTube now, to try get people's channels shut down. Anyway, go follow Bad Boy Breeze 13 because I'm sure he'll be counterclaiming too against them both to get his channel back up and going again. He does a lot of 90-day stuff as well, which John obviously doesn't like because apparently he's the only one that can report on 90-day stuff because he's friends with them all. He's out there making connections apparently. Oh, and what's her face now? She's filing restraining orders, but she says she is. All she put up was this. It's a blank, what do we call it? A blank form, Heidi. So she's filing restraining orders now. She was sending the sons down to Eric and Leda's house. And I didn't even watch it. They do these lives when I'm sleeping. It's like the other side of the world. And then when I wake up to all these messages, watch this. And they've all been put on private. I can't see any of them. Like, stop putting the things on private. I want to see them in the morning. And no, I'm not going to pay for membership because remember, I live in poverty. I can't afford that shit. So anyway, there's no news on any of the other lawsuits at the moment. I don't know if Sherelle's been served yet. She's staying very quiet on that. I know she likes to go on every so often and tell everyone I'm a liar and a drug addict, you know. Well, that tends to be a go-to insult. I still think my mud wrestling match would be to solve everything. Everyone's just thrown into a mud wrestling match, and whoever comes out gets to keep all the money from the people watching on pay-per-view. Might send that into YouTube to, solve all these lawsuits. So I will keep you updated on anything that comes up, and if anyone hears from John or sees from him, I'm sure there'll be another meltdown video soon because he'll be running out of cash. All right, guys, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.